Oh my god. What the f- Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to FRR here at Pocono. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Guessing some of you probably will be watching this, a recorded version of this race. Some technical difficulties with our usual lead broadcast man Shady, but I am B Nizzy and I'm gonna do my best to bring you a good broadcast here of this FRR custom setup league here at Pocono. I thought they had started the race. I think we might be joining into qualifying here, so we'll get a little extra bonus footage, I guess. Or maybe not. There may be maybe some lobby rain here. The technical difficulties continue. Yeah, so it looks like they're in qualifying. So, the tricky triangle tonight. Do a 50% race as usual. Don't have a starting lineup for you or anything like that, so I'm going to do my best here to fill in the time as they are qualifying right now. They're just about getting to the end, as you can see. Let me just get a message out here to make sure I get another invite, because all these technical issues, I think I used up all my invites. Gonna need one for the race. So we are at the Tricky Triangle tonight. Pocono Raceway, one of my favorite tracks. Kind of one of my home tracks. The first NASCAR race I ever went to was at Pocono. First two races, actually. And yeah, I love driving this track myself. It'll be interesting to see What I'd really like to see is the next time we come to this track, which would be, I don't think they come here twice anymore, but I guess it would be next season if we could get, you know, some custom setups for these next gen cars, actual custom setups, not just translating over from the 2020 version, because I'd really like to see how some of these guys would utilize those 5 gears at a place like this. My bread and butter setup here is a 4-gear setup, and I do shift with it. I love just the way being able to drive in a 1 and 3 really hard and dropping that thing in a third, getting a nice rotation and getting right back in the gas pretty much and pulling that momentum down these long straightaways. It's they call it the chicken triangle for a reason. There's a few different ways to get around here. You got 3 very unique corners. And yeah, you got that really flat corner, turn 3, turn 1, a little bit more banking, and then the super fast tunnel turn down there. I'm sure we'll be seeing guys getting down on the apron through there. That's really where you want to be in that tunnel turn 2, is kind of diving it down below that yellow line. But it's talk about tricky. That is, all of these corners are so tricky in their own way, but that one, you really, if you don't hit that corner right, you lose a lot of momentum and you can get past a lot. But it's such a fine line in that turn 2 of hitting it right. But you got to be really aggressive and really you got to have a lot of throttle time in there. But if you overdo it just a little, you're gonna slam that wall coming out. But if you underdo it just a little, you're gonna get past coming out, because you're not gonna have that momentum on exit. You really gotta try to hit that corner perfectly. And it looks like qualifying is done, so should be getting started here. So we got, I believe, 80 laps tonight, and looks like our pole sitter tonight is going to be Typical with a 52.4. 52.436 for Typical. He gets the pole. We've got a 21 car field going tonight. Mucka makes up the front row. Typical and Mucka at the front row. I think a 52.7 for Mucka. That is some lap by Typical. A 52.4. So he's coming out and right away before the race even starts, making a statement. Talk about a hot lap. Can't see who's third. We see 19mm will be in row 2 on the outside, starting 4th. Interesting to see how these guys are going to attack this first corner. We'll see who has patience and who doesn't. We'll see if, they fan out. I'm sure they will for a bit. And we'll see how quickly they can get organized going into turn 1. Turn 1 is going to be tough on these restarts. I'm sure as we get later in the race, we'll see more chaos. Hopefully we don't see much chaos early on here on the start of the race and the restarts. But talk about getting in a stage 3, and if there's any cautions in that stage, especially late in that stage 3, man, we could see some problems here in turn 1. These guys, there's a lot of space up until you get into that turn 1, and then you all gotta kind of figure out how to funnel yourselves in line. And they're just getting ready to start up here. So Typical, we're going to lead him to green here. 65 laps. Alright, that's right. They lowered the real race to 325 miles. I'm thinking it's still 400 miles. So 65 laps at Pocono, Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Fanatec is tonight's sponsor. Tonight's Pocono race brought to you by Fanatec. Get yourself one today. Alright. Here we go. Believe the pace car is off. That 10 car typical, that 2 car mucker. Gonna lead them down here, and we're racing at Pocono. Pretty orderly. 2 wide. Nobody really making it 3 wide as we go into 1. Typical gets the edge. Coming out of the corner. Keeps it down low here. Mucka trying to get a run on the high side, but that's a smart move there by Typical, keeping it low, because now that's where you want to be. You're not going to be able to pass on the outside. At least not there, Mucka isn't. So, a little smart move there by Typical, pulling that low line down that straightaway. They get single file for the top 4 or 5. Behind them, 2 abreast. Oh, here comes a run on the outside. Typical tried to keep it low, the 38. KB Showtime pulling Mucka, 19mm, and there goes that draft. And that draft will play in effect here. These long straightaways. And let's see if Typical can get back here. I think he's gonna. Little side draft off the 2. A big run here. Is he gonna go? Man, he almost touched the wall. He saved it though. See that 9 car? He's been battling side by side, it seems like, all race. That 9 car. Hurricane Hall. Battling with Racer Rick there in the 34. That's way wide off the corner there. Almost 3 wide. There's the 22 with Shovelhead. He's going to take the spot from Hurricane. Battle for 6th, I believe. Typical not being able to pull away. He had a gap in the beginning of the race. That first half a lap or so. And then I'm not sure if maybe, well, it doesn't matter. I was going to say maybe he shouldn't have kept it low on the front straightaway, but even if he went high, then the guys behind him would have got a draft on him. But it looked like he might step out early on, but so far he hasn't. Pretty much the whole field, no, not anymore. I was going to say they're single file. Racer Rick gets around the 21. Mini golf. Tried with 19mm a bit here. Following that 2 of Mucka. Racer Rick making some moves now. He's up to 3rd. He's bringing the 21 with him. Or up to 4th, excuse me. Bringing the 21 and the 22 around 19mm here. And Racer Rick, now he's going to go for 3rd. Hurricane Hall almost gives a tap to the 12 coming out of 1. Little bump draft from the 12 to the 22. Typical getting a little bit of a gap here, about a car length and a half, maybe a little more. He's holding steady to that lead. Hasn't really. He was challenged a bit on the front straightaway to start lap 2. They got the draft by him, but he quickly got back to the point, and not much of a challenge since. As Racer Rick trying to get to the outside of Mucka, and Mucka, some driver etiquette right there. Mucka gave him some room. Ooh, not there though. A little bit of contact, I believe. Nothing much. That might cost Racer Rick a bit though. He loses a spot to the 21. And all this racing, these guys are too wide, and these two in the front building a gap. KB and following Typical up there. Them two got a big gap. Look how quickly that side-by-side racing lets those guys pull away. Tell you what, this is some good racing here, though. Let's see if Mucka and this 21 can. Well, nope, 21's. Thought maybe he would stay on that back bumper and try to catch these two leaders. We'll see if he can now. Now they start getting lined up. Now those two really gained an advantage there. Shovelhead looking under mini golf. Can't quite get there. Ooh, 3 wide. There we go. They save it. Ran out of real estate there. 22 working on that 21 right now. Seemed like the 21 just got to the fender of the 2 right when the 22 got to the fender of the 21. It just seemed like bad time in there, and they all kind of almost, I don't want to say got collected, but for lack of a better term. Whoa, some contact in the back, well, the middle of the pack. The 11 and the 17 rubbing fenders back there. There's some racing back here. Let's check out what's going on back here with these guys. There's that 11 Pittman. $14 of Perky trying to peek under him. See if he can clear him. If he can't, see now, he just wasn't able to clear him, and here comes that draft. See those Hendrick cars. Bump draft from the 24. Showtime flash to the 5. I should know who the 5 is, but I'm forgetting at the moment. Sorry, 5. And Perky ends up losing a spot. See, that's the thing with these long straightaways here. You try to make a pass, and you can end up losing a spot or two because of the draft coming off, and that's what's happening to the 5 now. As you see, the 24 gets that draft on the 11. It's almost like a mix of oval racing and super speedway racing at times. Straightaways kind of handle like it would Daytona or Talladega, at least when you're in a pack like this. Once you get spread out, it's a different story. If the field gets spread out, but when you're in a pack like this, these straightaways are very similar to those super speedways, but then obviously these tight corners are kind of the equalizer. Figure out who that 5 car. Oh, it's Field Filler. Sorry, Field Filler. You know what it is I'm used to him driving that black and gold 5 car. The new Hendrick scheme threw me off there. And it's messed up. Whoa, whoa, little dicey there. These guys getting racy. 19 in the middle. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a 3. True Death. Yeah, I'm watching Field Filler stream too, and I messed up. I'm sitting here wondering who he is as I watch the broadcast. What am I gonna do without you, Shady? I'm trying to see what's going on through the field here. Got Hick Ross towards the back here. Behind him is King G. There's J Lamb. 19mm has dropped back. 19mm started 4th. He is now. Well, hear that voice crack. He's now towards the back here with this little pack. G Petro rounding out the. Nope, he's got someone behind him. He's all alone out on an island back there. Along with TH, well, not along with them, but behind him on his own island is THC, and I believe he is the last car. Someone mowing some grass. And these guys, whoa! Pittman, oh, we got a caution, that's what it is. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's the end of the stage. Yeah, it's a short race, 325 miles. Cut that in half for what we're doing, so that would be, what, 175, I believe? Never was very good at math, but it certainly will not take a lot of time to get through these stages. So Typical continues to lead. KB Showtime 2nd, Mucka 3rd, Shovelhead 4th, Minigolf 5th, then Racer Rick, Hurricane Hull, Pittman, Field Filler, and True Death round out the top 10 for your stage 1. Field Filler worked his way up. He was back in 20th early in the race. I saw him in 20th, and he's up to 9th, so someone to look out for. 11th through 14th, you got Mac, and I lost the other ones. We will be switching to the FRR channel shortly, I believe. Hold on. So yes, very shortly we will be switching over. This channel will be. Whoa, we got a car wrecking. That is Field Filler, hard into the inside wall. Not sure what happened. I'll tell you in a second. We stay green. That's unfortunate for Field Filler. He's back in as my friend Shady, who we'll hear from shortly, would call it the wash. He got squeezed out. He tried to poke his nose up high on the 3. The 3 didn't really, it just run out of real estate there. And yeah, they came off of turn 4. Field Filler got his nose up on the outside fender of the 3 car. And 3 car just had his natural exit off the corner. He just barely, Field Filler did get his nose in there, and it just didn't work out for him. He got the outside wall hard, and that sent him head on into that inside wall. And now you see Field Filler coming out. But, yeah, unfortunate incident there. Let me send my man Shady some invites in case he needs. So, yeah, we will be going to the regular FRR channel shortly. You'll have your regular. We'll return here to our regular programming. Apologize for the impromptu commercial break. Hmm. I think we will be going there to FRR. I'm not positive. And once again, apologize for the delay here as we see what Hick Ross is doing. Let's get back to the front here. Oh, Typical has lost the lead. Apologize for that. We missed Typical lose the lead. Looks like Shovelhead. Field Filler. We talked about Field Filler moving from 20th to 9th in state. Oh, I'm sorry. Field Filler just wrecked. So Field Filler is a lap down. So it's Shovelhead, KB, Showtime, and Typical, your top three right now. Unfortunately, we missed that change of the lead. And Typical, now Racer Rick challenging Typical for third. Racer Rick has had a good car so far tonight. Mucka too. He's there. Maybe Typical's car falling off a bit. Wonder if he maybe went the wrong way on an adjustment, or if maybe these other guys went the right way on their adjustments. See Hurricane Hull is up there in fifth. Whoa, little squirrely there. Not sure if maybe that was a leg issue or somebody got loose. Field Filler with those fresh tires leading the pack here. Well, in front of the pack here. So he is trying to stay on the lead lap until the end of this stage. Not sure it really matters. Even if he goes a lap down, he'll get that wave around unless somebody else has an issue. And it is a big track. Somebody else would have to wreck or spin out in order to go a lap down. A really uneventful race here. That sounded bad. As far as what I meant was, it's a really good, clean race. Not really many incidents. We saw the incident with Field Filler. That was a racing incident for sure. Well, we saw the tail end of it. I was able to see it on his stream. So these guys get racy back here. Maybe I jinxed it. And I'm going to join up here with Shady. What's going on, Shady? Hey, it happens, man. You're talking to me here. I'm picking up the slack here for you, though. But, I don't know. Do you have invites? Are we going to switch over to the FRR broadcast? Oh, yeah. We're about halfway through stage 2 at this point. Yeah, it's a short race, man. 325 miles. Well, with 100%, we're at 50%. We got Typical with stage 1 for those of you just joining along with Shady. Typical secured stage 1, dominated stage 1, but here He's running third. We got Shovelhead and KB Showtime leading the way. Mucka right there in fourth. I don't know if I back out, are mine gonna be expired? Oh man. And I can't invite you while I'm in here? Yeah, I don't know what to do then, because if you want to watch my stream and call it that way, it's gonna be there's gonna be a delay from what you're seeing. If you want to do that, or if you want to just watch somebody else's stream, one of the drivers. We got Mucka though, has made his way to second, and he's challenging Shovelhead here. Typical trying to get back in this top three. All over that back bumper of KB Showtime. So two Penske boys. I'm sure they're trying to build a gap here on this 38 and the rest of the pack. See the two all over that bumper. See them ducking low to try to break that draft. Snaking down this front straightaway. Here it goes. Maybe not. Mucka wasting no time. And he's going to take the lead. Now, I wonder... I found it surprising that the 22 snaked down the front straightaway. I thought he would just stay there and let the 22 push him. But I wonder if Mucka kind of saw that and was like, okay, if you're going to try to break my draft, I'm not going to push you. I'm just going to pass you and lead the race myself. I wonder. Oh, here come pit stops. Yep. It's up to you. Ah, man. Pocono. Typical stayed out. So Typical staying out that extra lap. He inherits the lead, but are we under caution? No. I think that's just lag or something. Wow. Lots of lag on my screen. Doesn't seem like the drivers are experiencing it, but I mean, this is 41 is sideways. Do you want to call it, or you want me to keep calling it? Alright. So, alright. Try to cycle back here to the front. Looks like field filler just now coming out of the pits. Field filler Shady started in the back of the pack. He was running 20th on the lap 3, I believe it was. Finished stage 1 in 9th. Worked his way up to 9th. Stage 2 early on. Got kind of clipped. There was a racing incident. They ran out of real estate coming out of turn 4. He just got his nose on the outside of the 3, True Death, and it kind of put him, it slammed him into the wall. Nobody's fault, just ran out of real estate. Slammed him into the wall though, and then he spun head on into the inside wall, got pitted. Had to pit anyway, fixed damage. So he's a lap down after a real big charge through the field. So bad luck. Field filler that's been really the only incident tonight. No other incidents tonight. We've seen a few fenders rubbing, but other than that, these guys have been clean and green. Oh, the one car spinning, right as I say it. One car spins in one, Dimebags is around, hard into the wall. Luckily, he was all by himself. Doesn't look like a caution. He's going to get it down onto the apron. So a moment there for Dimebags. Back to the front here. The leader is King G leading? I'm trying to look on this. I'm not no, this is a different pack. Man, it's hard to talk and control the camera at the same damn time. It's typical. I believe he's 4th right now. It's Mucka the leader. Mucka, KB. Field filler's a lap down. Shovelhead 3rd. And there's typical 4th. And you see that 5 car, he's right there with these leaders, and I tell you, if he could get that lap back and make his way through the field, it is a tough track, Shady, to make your way through the field from the back. But if he could do it, he could be a real threat for this win, or at least a good finish. Here goes the 38, making the move on Mucka for the lead. Now again, that 5 car is up there with the 2. Let's see if the 38 can clear him. If not, he's probably going to get past with the draft, and that's what's going to happen. 38 just not able to clear him coming out of the corner. 5 is going to give a push to the 2. And the 38's going to stay underneath the 5. See if he can clear field filler at least. They're going to be side by side. That's going to work to Mucka's benefit. And it's probably going to work to the 22's benefit also, as he's starting to get into the picture here. Ooh, here's Typical. Typical gets the draft on the 22, and he's going to go low on that 22 with Shovelhead. Typical trying to get 3rd. 38 still side by side with that 5. But now he's got the help of Typical. And Mucka not really pulling away as this is going on. Ooh, the 5 slides way up into the wall. And these guys get around him. So field filler, it looks like he's just going to have to wait till stage 3 to regroup here. A little bit of contact there as I watch the replay here. Not sure exactly what happened. I'm going to try to get a clearer look at it in a moment. But here goes KB underneath the 2 again. Typical's going to go with him. 3 cars on top. Let's see if these 2 on the bottom can get it done. 38 looks like he might get the edge. Just barely. Does he stay with Typical, though? Maybe not. Maybe he didn't get the... I think he's got him cleared. He's staying low, though, pulling that 10 car. Maybe he just doesn't have him cleared yet. He just barely didn't have him, I think. Now, see, now he's... Nope, he's going to stay low and try to pull that 10 car, who helped him get the lead. He ain't going to hang him out to dry. Does get the lead, though. Typical not able to stick with him. So it's KB and Mucka now, 1-2. And the 38 had a bit of a high entry on that turn 1 with field filler. And contact was made and field filler got the wall. Kind of similar to what we saw in the real race today with, I believe it was Reddick and Austin Dillon. A very similar situation. The 38 didn't really come up, but he also didn't get as low as you would expect that bottom car. Might have drove it in just a bit aggressive, but you know what, at the end of the day, KB is on the lead lap. Field filler isn't. Hate to say it, but I mean, on the other end, field filler has a fast car, and he wants to get that lap back and get to the front, so can't really fault anybody there, but it is unfortunate for field filler. See the 24, Showtime Flash, he really hasn't... We haven't talked about him much tonight, but he's slowly made his way up there into this top 3 now. KB, I'm not sure what happened, but he just lost the lead and 3 other spots. Back to 5th for KB. And here's Showtime Flash underneath Typical. We know these 2 have history. I don't think now's the time that they're going to bring it out, though. These top 4 nose to tail all over each other. Put a blanket over them. And we're on the white flag lap here. So we're coming to the checker. This is for stage points. Let's see how this pans out. Typical going underneath shovel. Let's see who dives it, tries to get down. No, they all stay single file here. Nobody able to duck it low there. Field filler's wrecking again. Gets out of he's out of everybody's way. The 10 got high on the 2. The 24 is now under the 10. Let's see how this works out. Coming to the checkers. Typical trying to get a push from Shovelhead. 24 is going to go low. And Mucka's going to take it. Typical gets second. Gets around Shovelhead. Oh, well, no, he had Shovelhead behind him. So Mucka, Typical, Shovelhead, I believe Showtime Flash, and then KB Showtime. Rounding out the top 5 here in stage 2. Field filler, we saw him again going down into that inside wall. Won't hurt him anymore, though. As the stage comes to an end, he'll get that lap back. See what he can do from there. You with me, Shady? I hear you now. No, I didn't hear you the whole time. My throat's killing me. Typical losing a lot of positions on this restart. Oh yeah, I was saying in the beginning of the broadcast, my favorite, my bread and butter setup is a shifting setup. It's 4 gears. I drop it in a third and 1 and 3. I love driving this track. It's hit or miss for me though. It kind of depends on how the track is. Sometimes I'm really good, and other times I'm dog crap. It's a very finicky setup. I got 9mm hard into the inside wall. 9mm started 4th, Shady, and he's had a really bad night. He's fallen back. He just doesn't have that car right tonight, I guess. He fell back early, was in the back of the pack quick, and really hasn't gotten back from there. Right. And we've seen a couple guys, I've talked about it a few times tonight. We see guys trying to make a pass, and then they end up losing a spot or two trying to make a pass, because when they're not able to clear the position until the exit of the corner, and then when they get on the straightaway, you got a line of cars in a draft. You know, a guy goes low on a guy, but he can't clear him, and then he's got a line of cars on the outside when the straightaway starts. So that line of cars, you know, pushes its way past, and you lose a spot or two trying to gain a spot or two. Yeah, and you see, when we were riding on board with him, you see who's in front of him making his way through the field again is that 5-car field filler. Just don't know if he's got enough time. He might need another caution to be able to fight for the lead or for a top 3 or 5, but he's certainly making his way through again as we cycle back to these leaders. Mucka, Shovelhead, Showtime, Flash, all hooked up. They got Mini Golf hooked up with them in fourth. Yep. Well, he's getting past for the lead now. Shovelhead's to the lead, and he's about to lose second as Showtime Flash takes it from him. So Mucka back to third. The old announcer jinx there, Shades. Let me tell you something else though. Guess where Field Filler is right now? Oh man, Field Filler is battling for fifth right now with KB Showtime. He's worked his way up to fifth, and he gave him a little bump on the door going by, and KB gets into his rear end going into one, and yeah, these guys they're racing. Sorry, I'm sitting here talking about it and not showing it. Whoa, G Petro around, wrecking by himself. Yeah, well, I don't know if you were here. Did you see the incident with Field Filler and KB earlier? So it was a racing incident. Field Filler was a lap down in the front of the pack, and he was on the outside of KB Showtime. And going into turn one, KB Showtime didn't really get as low as I think he wanted to. In my opinion, from what it looked like on Field Filler's stream, there was incidental contact that put Field Filler in the wall. So I think that's what, as I'm riding with Field Filler as he just passed KB, he gave him a little tap on the door down the straightaway to, I think, to let him know he didn't like what happened there. And then KB, and then into turn one, KB got into the back of Field Filler. I think Field Filler might have been, yeah, he was the loser on that one though, because he's back to ninth right now. He was battling for fifth when that happened, and I think that shot from KB in his rear end probably put him up, slid him up the track a little bit, and let these guys get a run on him. But let's see if he, I'm telling you, this 5 car is fast. He's got to have one of the fastest cars in the field. And here they come to the pits. Let's see who stayed out. Staying out is KB, Typical, and Perky. So Perky, you were talking about Perky making his way through the field. He's made his way up to that front pack, by the way. Neglected to mention that, but he is right up there with the leaders these last few laps, and he's going to stay out with Typical. His team is Stuart Haas. I don't know if I'm guessing they're teammates, right? Ooh, Typical gets loose. Loses the spot to Perky. I'm guessing these three guys are going to come in now. And they all do come in. Shovelhead got a huge jump out of the pits. He has a big gap on Mucka, Showtime Flash, and oh, but he gets the wall. Oh man, Shovelhead! Now I announce jinx. Shovelhead gets the outside wall, then the inside wall, and the other three cars go by him. So Shovelhead back to fourth. Showtime Flash, your leader, with what's his name in second and what's his name in third. Oh no, Mucka, I'm sorry, is a leader. Then Showtime Flash and Mini Golf third. He is. He is. Well, it could be today. I mean, you see, we haven't seen him in the lead or really the top two yet. But I tell you what, if he keeps it right where he is with these leaders, all it takes is one good draft at the right time to get the lead at the right time at the very end to get that win. And Field Filler is up to fifth, by the way. He's trying to close in on Shovelhead. Not sure if he's got enough laps if he gets around Shovelhead to get this lead pack. And we're gonna have We're going to have 8 to go next time by. Well, it is a quick race. It's shorter than, I'm pretty sure, any other race on the schedule. Double header. Yep. Oh, here's a pass for the lead. Showtime underneath Mucka. Come on, get through the field. This camera. couldn't get it. Missed it, but Mucka able to hold him off. Mini Golf has dropped back a bit on these two. Now he's catching them, though, because of that. He's back in that draft and sucking up to them. Field Filler is catching Shovelhead. He's there. Fourth. A little bump in the corner, maybe, from Showtime Flash. It's getting down to the end. These guys getting aggressive. And you see there's Field Filler back there. See if Field Filler can get around Shovelhead here. I just don't think... Yeah, see there, they've lost, it seems like, more ground on this top three. But I tell you what, if Field Filler can get fourth, or even where he is right now, fifth, that's a great rebound from where he was. Not only starting 20th, but... Or starting in the, around 20th, I'm not sure exactly where, but... Having that issue, and still, that was the only caution we've had was Field Fillers, and there he is, about to have a top 5 if everything goes right. They got 5 to go. Oh, Showtime missed the corner. Well, nah, he'll get that draft here. Ooh! Might have just barely grazed the wall there, Showtime Flash. Doesn't lose any ground, though. Oh, yeah. And here's Mini Golf, a little tap to the back bumper of Showtime. He's going to take second going into turn 1. Yeah, he just got the fender underneath the 24 going into turn 1, and a little tap to it. Got the 24 up the track just a little and let him get that spot. That's fair game. Now the 24 trying to get it back. Nope. Well, does he dive down here? Well, Showtime is underneath them now. Trying to get that spot back. Mucka's saying, keep racing, boys. Keep fighting for second. Oh, he's got the 21 cleared now, I think. Coming onto the front straightaway. I think there's going to be 2 to go here. Showtime Flash back to second. Mini Golf probably overdrove that corner. You see how much ground he lost coming out of turn 4, or turn 3. What turn 4? 24. Right on the back bumper of that, too. And we do have 2 to go. Nope. Typical has worked his way up to 4th. He's gotten around field filler and shovelhead. White flag, Shady. White flag. This lap car, could it come into play? I'm not sure who it is. There is a lap car ahead of these guys. 24, looks like he might be given a little space, trying to get a run. Goes to the inside of Mucka. Got loose though. Or did he? Gets the side draft. Into the tunnel turn. Little contact. The 2 into the wall, I think. No more contact. The 2 hard into the wall. Showtime is disconnected. Mucka. Here comes Mini Golf. Mini Golf to the inside of Mucka. Mini Golf takes the lead. Mini Golf. Mucka goes low. I don't think he's going to get him. No. Mini Golf gets it. Mini Golf wins that Pocono. What happened to Showtime Flash? Showtime Flash wins. What happened there? Yes. KB 3rd. I don't know what just happened. I mean, he just disappeared. The 24 got into the 2. The 2 hit the wall, and then the 24 disappeared on a pit road. You want to send these top 3 invites, Shady? Because I want to hear what happened there. Because, man, that was crazy. But how it went down on our screen. Thought Mini Golf got it, but oh, please, feel free. Man, I really want to hear from Showtime and Mucka, find out what actually went down. I wonder if there really was contact there, like we saw right before Showtime disappeared on a pit road, or if maybe that was just some type of lag on my end here with the broadcast. I was gonna say that was a pretty crazy move if he just walled him. We have seen something like that in the past, though. Yeah, wild end there. Good race though. One caution. Not a lot of it's a track where there can be a lot of opportunity for problems, and we really didn't see any. The only caution was kind of an incidental thing, and no, not KB Showtime. Showtime Flash, Mucka. Oh, he passed Mucka, didn't he? Yeah, you're right. You're right. man. Hey, it happens, man. Just waiting for KB, I think. KB. Yeah, we had well, yeah, we didn't really see what happened there at the end because of the lag, but so we got KB in here now. KB, you got us? What's up, man? You were up there in that lead pack all race. How got yourself a nice top 3. Thought you got a top 2. We'll get to that, but anyway, yeah. How was your race out there? We don't know what we. Yeah, we don't have any viewers now, but I'm gonna try to send it to True Death so he can put it on the FRR channel. I don't know how that works, but yeah, good run, man. Good run, man. Appreciate the time. Hey, mini golf. 21. 14.
Joey woke up that morning with no intention of making waves, but the sun was shining on him. He had to stop and shield his face. Took a stroll outside to greet the birds and the bees and trees, and to check on his friend the flower under the stress of the autumn breeze. And he asked, "Are you paralyzed by pain or afraid of the future? Yeah, there's some truth to that rumor, 'cause I'm a late bloomer. Forget about yesterday, 'cause you're long overdue, yeah. Wish I got in there sooner."
Maybe so. Yeah, man, that was a great run there, mini golf. We were talking about you. Talking about how you were just hanging in there with that lead pack and saying if you could just get the right opportunity at the very end, you could pick up a win here. And I'm going to be honest, I called you winning the race because, like, literally at the end of the race, I called you as the winner because, yeah, because I'm go to Showtime here, and thanks for your time, Minnie. Showtime. To explain off of that, kind of segue a bit. First of all, congratulations on the win. Now, what we saw on the broadcast in that last lap, we saw you coming down that last straightaway underneath Mucka. A little bit of contact going into turn 3. Then we saw you come up, slam into Mucka. Mucka slam into the wall in turn 3, and then your car just disappeared off the track into pit road. So then it was we were watching mini golf racing Mucka for the win. So we thought mini golf won the race. We thought you lagged out or something. So I guess, was there contact, or was that just all lag on our parts? Walk us through that last corner, because we didn't get to see it. So what happened there to get you that win? Yeah, man. I mean, we saw it on video. You know, we have it on video that your car just seemed like you lagged out. It just after the contact, the lag punch as you called it, you just lagged on a pit road. Like your car just disappeared as if you lagged out. So yeah, it definitely seems like just a lag thing there. So I mean, can't control that, right? I mean, you were smooth from what we saw all race, no issues, and then just unfortunate the last corner. But at the same time, I mean, you two were battling, and when it happened, it really was anybody's race at that point. So it's out of your control if it's a lag, and you ended up coming out with the win. Unfortunate for Mucka, but I mean, great race by you. You put yourself in the position, and you can't control a lag. So you were in position to win, and you got the job done. So great job out there, man.
Don't you whisper my name like you love me again. Baby, know that sometimes even losers can win. But this ain't the time, and this ain't the place. When I say I love you, see the look on your face. We can't run away.
Yeah, like I said, you put yourself in the position, man. So can't control what you can't control. You were there. It was anybody's race. You guys were side by side when it happened. So it kind of is what it is at that point. You didn't design the game. But yeah, congratulations, man. Great watching you guys out there tonight. Congratulations also to Mini Golf and KB Showtime. And hopefully, Shady, you can be on time, because this being in charge of this broadcast thing is really, really hard. I all right, the Showtime suite. Yeah, I owe you a few, so I owed you a few, so it's all good. I mean, well, you guys make it possible, so appreciate you guys. Always fun to watch you guys. I won't be there Tuesday. Nah, I'm going to Yankees Mets. Yeah, it's funny. I missed the Roval last year. I think I went to a Yankee game and that's why I missed it. And now this year, my dad bought Yankee Mets tickets and for the Roval. So same thing, different season. But I don't need to. I'll miss that mess of a. Right. Hey, they don't give a trophy for winning July. They don't give a trophy for winning July. We'll see. Talk to me in a month and a half. Anyway, I don't think I want to talk about it in a month and a half either. Probably be talking about the Rays and the Blue Jays. Let's be honest. But on that note, I think I'm gonna call it a night here, Shady. It's past my bedtime. Glad you can make it for the last half of the race at least. Hopefully, I won't have a sore throat tomorrow. Touche.